In the 80s and early 90s, the Mr. Universe competition would have a team posing round. As you can see here in this photo from 1992, the German team. So who better to start off the Battle of the Countries than Frank Zane, Bob Paris and Robbie Robinson. Now remember, we're not looking for the biggest person here, we're looking for the most quality. Not a Hummer, but more of a Lamborghini physique. And these three really fit the bill. You can't get much better than that. It's going to be hard to beat them. Second, we have the Australian team, John Torelli, a young Lee Priest and Sonny Schmidt. Notice I put young Lee Priest. I feel later on he lost that aesthetic edge a little bit by just getting too big. But, you know, in his early days, he was absolute aesthetic perfection. And remember, aesthetics is what we're looking at in this competition. This is going to be a real tough team. Ben Fatto, Terry Pastel and Serge Newbray. Now, it's going to take a really tough team to beat these three when you're talking about classicality and shape and proportions. Magnificent, all of them. And master poses as well. Team Turkey's next. And you've got Mehmet Emirk, Hamdallah Kutlu and Ahmet Enelu. Three greatly proportioned bodybuilders. And of course, with Hamdallah Kutlu thrown in the mix, you have the incredible shreds. So Team Turkey's coming on strong. With Team Canada, I chose Bruce Patterson, John Cardillo and Mike Watson. Three wonderful physiques. Cardillo in the middle in particular, ultra shredded. Almost shredded enough to take on a Kutlu. And Bruce Patterson always had that fine shape. Well, in the early days anyway. Now this next team, phenomenal. Charles Claremont, Brian Eastman and the new guy, Owen Powell. Three quality physiques. Now Brian in the middle there had that incredible V, yet Charles Claremont was known as being one of the most aesthetic men in modern times. Absolutely sensational, especially in his NABA days. Team Africa. We've got Rabin Cole, Wallace Ragu and Morgan Nakasi. Three great physiques, great V shape. Wallace Ragu I had the pleasure of interviewing recently. He's an up-and-comer who's going to really show people how it's done. Team Spain, David Martinez, Salvador Ruz and Sergi Constance. Powerful team there. You know, tall guys, great frames. Spain's coming on strong there as well. Team Barbados is next. And we've got Albert Scanterbury, Darcy Beckles and Stevenson Bell. Notice I didn't put Albert Beckles in. Now I felt he was a little bit, didn't quite have the edge of some of these guys when it comes to aesthetics, and that's what we're looking at. Ultimate Lamborghini shape. Now Harold Bonsfield, Armando Buttigieg and Edwin Buttigieg are three who absolutely blow my mind. Armando Buttigieg is a friend of mine and you've never seen such shreds as he showed in his prime. Team Russia, Dimitri, Victor and Azamat. I'm not even going to try and pronounce those last names. A bit tricky, but there's nothing tricky about trying to find who the best were. These guys have the shape in spades. Look at that. Come on, Russia. Team Czechoslovakia, Libor Minarek, Anton Holick and Peter Stash. Three old school physiques who really showed superb shape and proportions. Check out the triceps on Libor Minarek there, unbelievable. Team Germany, Big David Hoffman, Alfred Krautgartner and Frank Hillebrand. Now this is a powerful team. Alfred Krautgartner had those incredible sweeping muscles and of course Frank Hillebrand, prime example of aesthetics. Team Hawaii, we've got Tavita, Chris Faldo and David Johnson. Again, what can you say about that? The sweeping muscles with the tiny joints really mark the Hawaiian team as one to watch. Now, the Italians are known for their classicality, and Filippino Masserini, Pio Venturino and Mauro Sani are all known for their magnificent posing, their proportions, their classical build, just like the Italian statues of old. And finally, from Japan, we have an incredible lineup of Ishii, Kozo Sudo and Hideyuki Kozaki. and all three of these had aesthetics in spades. In fact, Kozo Sudo is one of my all-time favourites. Magnificent poser and just astonishing lines and proportions. So there you have it. Who's your pick? I think I'm going for Australia. Let me know in the comments who you vote for. Thanks everybody.